Hey guys, it's Melissa here from Agrestic Acres. We are in the process of integrating these chicks with the rest of our flock. So tomorrow they will be 7 weeks old and 8 weeks old. We have 6 of each age. So we are trying to move the silkies outside. So we moved the house that the chicks were staying in temporarily over here to what is now the silky area. And this was just today that we did this. And we have these ones kind of ranging around in here. So tonight what we are going to do is we are going to open the chicken door when it starts to get dark in about an hour, and we're going to let them all kind of go inside the coop and find their new spot, and hopefully they'll wake up happy and more integrated into as one flock. So what we did inside the coop is add a roost bar. I'm going to take you inside and show you that. Alright, so we are looking inside the coop now, and as you can see, we have our broody girl there who is still sitting on her eggs. It has been well over 24 hours now. She's still on those eggs. She has 9 eggs. She did come off them today for about 15 minutes and went right back on. So we're keeping an eye on her. We're going to do a video on that tomorrow with more details, and we'll fill you in. But what I wanted to show you inside the coop is the changes we made to accommodate the new smaller chickens. So we have 2 8-foot roosts in here currently, and we added 1 more. I did a lot of reading on integrating smaller chickens with the existing flock, and one recommendation was to reorganize the coop. You know, if you're going to add a roost or move things around, it's a perfect time to do it because it kind of confuses the older chickens. So we added 1 more. It's a little bit high. I think they should be able to fly up there. Oh my goodness, the ducks are loud. And I also lowered the feeders. The food was lowered a little bit because I kind of want the new chickens to eat the chick feed that's outside, because they have pellet feed inside for laying hens. But I did lower the water a lot. And of course I'll have at least 2 more waters out in the run area, and you know, several feeders, so there'll be no fighting over food. But that's what the inside looks like now. So we'll be back soon. The sun's starting to set, and we'll be back soon to take a peek at the first integration of the flock. So the sun is starting to set, and what I'm going to do now, the chickens usually go inside in about 15 or 20 minutes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open the run area so they can all kind of integrate together briefly before it's time for bed. And then what I'm going to do next is open the chicken door, so the chickens will all know, okay, we're going to start going back in the door like we used to. So here we have the small chickens, which I said are 7 and 8 weeks old on Monday, and the larger ones. So we'll see what happens here. I'm going to go over here and close the door to the coop. We also added a rain barrel today, but it's not quite functional as of yet. We're still working that out. We'll take a video on that soon. And now I'm going to go close this door so they all are kind of used to going in the chicken door again. All right, so we got that one closed, and we'll see what happens. We're coming back over here. So far, oh boy, we have some big ones that came in here. They're coming in probably to taste this different food. It's tastier for them, maybe pick at the straw a bit. One thing I did today too, I had a spaghetti squash that we've had for honestly probably a month and a half, and we just never got around to cooking it, and I just was like, okay, I'm sick of looking at this thing. Wasn't having the desire to necessarily prepare something, so I cut it in half and gave it to the chickens. They've been picking at it all day. They have loved it. It was completely full when I gave it to them, with seeds and everything. They picked it all the way down to the skin, so I think that was a great treat for them. We're going to grow some more of those in our garden this summer. So right now they're kind of together in the same space. Nothing's really happening, just kind of hanging out. And I've read that it's really normal to have some spats. You know, they're going to have to realign the whole pecking order now that the flock's almost doubled in size. We had 14 hens and 1 rooster, and we are adding 12 new hens. So that one's ready to roost. So there's definitely going to be some adjustment. Hopefully they'll work it out tomorrow. It's supposed to be a really nice day. They'll be outside all day. And we're going to be outside all day working, so I think that's a good time to kind of align the flocks together, and we can keep an eye on things while we're outside doing the yard work. I also wanted to mention that if you see right now, I'm not very far from the rooster. He's been great. There's been 1 or 2 times that he's come at me a little bit, not really chased me, but just kind of been more territorial, but not vicious at all. I actually was infringing on his space 1 of those 2 times, so I kind of keep my distance from him. And he's definitely afraid of me. He kind of knows where everything stands, so he's fine. But you can see he's watching me right now. But the other rooster would have attacked me. He would have been charging me right now. So I'm probably about 10 feet from him, and he's fine. Now I'm going to walk away and we kind of respect each other. And we're having a good working relationship so far. So now we have several hens in here, kind of doing their thing. And we'll let them chill out for a bit. We'll see if anyone's going to go inside the coop. So most of the existing flock has joined in the run area. They've been out of here for about 2 weeks now, maybe even a little bit longer. So they're probably happy to have this space back to themselves. And they're just pecking around the leftover chicken feed that was there. We'll just kind of see what happens. The little ones aren't really sure what to think. Just kind of doing their thing. Foraging around, and probably in about 10 to 20 minutes they'll start going inside the coop. The rooster will probably alert them that it's time to go inside. They'll head in, and I'm curious to see the roosting order, what happens. Currently the existing flock roosts on both roosts, but only on half of each one closest to the door. So we'll see if anyone decides to go on the upper one or what that looks like when they all enter. So the rooster just went over and pecked that little chicken just for a second on the head, and he ran away. I'll be curious to see how long until he feels like they're his chickens, his hens to take care of, and how long before they listen to him and learn that, you know, he's kind of in charge and he'll take care of them. So we'll see how that goes. So the chickens are starting to go into the coop. The rooster has called and told them time to go in. They're all starting to head in. The new chicks have not figured out what's going on yet, so we'll see how long that takes. You'll have to excuse the noise. My kids are trying to get the ducks into the duck coop, and they're quite loud and obnoxious. So the rooster's going in, and we have a lot of chickens. All the new ones that are still out, they're not sure what to do. Okay, so all of the older chickens are in the coop, and the younger ones don't know what to do. So I'm gonna have to put them in there individually. I have 8 inside here and 4 that are out. I think I'm gonna get these 8 inside quickly, and hopefully the other ones will come back in. And I was just inside the coop, and we have 3 or 4 chickens who are roosting on the top bar. So they can get up there, that's good, and they're checking it out, maybe figuring out their new spaces on the bar. Okay, so it's pretty dark now. We've finally got all the little chickens into the coop, and they're not on the roost. They're not really sure what to do. They sound a little bit scared. They've been in there for about 10 minutes, and they are calming down, so I'm hoping they'll just kind of chill out and go to sleep. So we'll find out what happens.